Right, so Sabu, when thinking, in your opinion, why do you think it's the right time now for banks to invest into GenAI capabilities, especially in the core banking space?
Great question. So GenAI, as we know, is ushering in a completely new wave of banking innovation. There are a lot of factors that are coming together that's making it happen. Technology maturity is key. Banks have been using legacy cores for many decades now, and it's been serving them well in the past, but it's not meeting the demands of today. They're very difficult to maintain, they're very expensive to run, and they're very slow to change. And GenAI systems need a modern tech stack that can provide them the data in real time and provide the elastic scalability that is absolutely required for those kind of applications to work. And thankfully, we have those kind of technologies. A cloud-native modern core like Pismo provides exactly that. It provides a cloud-native interface, API-first design, lets you access data in real time, lets the system scale up and down for computational demand. So I think the technology maturity is evolving, and GenAI can actually work with that. It's like building a jet engine. GenAI is like a jet engine, and then you don't build an engine like that and then put it into a horse-drawn carriage and expect it to work. You need to build the infrastructure around it to make it deliver what it needs to, and that's what modern cores like ours deliver. So that's one factor. The regulatory environment is evolving as well quite nicely. You've got regulators around the world who are coming up with the right guardrails around usage of responsible AI. And you've got sandbox environments where these things can be tested in a safe environment. So that's aiding the evolution and, most importantly, the competitiveness in the market. The new generation customers look for those personalized products that GenAI has the capability to deliver. You can't sit on the old product stacks that bank had before. So I think it's the right time for banks to invest in not just the GenAI part of things, but have that core that can deliver that data and deliver the infrastructure that these applications can run on. So it's probably the best time and the best confluence of factors, I'd say.
Yeah, and I love that analogy around the horse cart. I think that's a really good way to describe it and how banks should be thinking about it with GenAI. So absolutely the right time is to invest is now. Absolutely. And then just switching over to customer experiences, and how can banks really leverage AI to build customer experiences and really support their customers at a greater scale?
Banks are sitting on a lot of customer data. There's customer information, there's payments data, there's transaction data, history going back to years, and a lot of the data is not fully explored yet. When I think of GenAI, my favorite go-to music analogy is, I think of GenAI as the maestro or maestra who is conducting an orchestra of customer data. So rather than just listening to individual notes, a transaction here or an API call over there, the system has to listen to the entire symphony and not just understand the data, but understand the sentiments and the effects of that data. And that lets the system build very, very powerful capabilities for our clients. AI systems are now very, very predictive, and they can actually create value systems that help customers who are in financial distress, and they can detect it before the customer even knows that. And now, for any good orchestra, you need a fantastic state-of-the-art concert hall, and that's what the framework around it means. So you have to have a core system that gives it that infrastructure and gives it those capabilities to assess and assimilate that data as well.
Yeah, again, I love your analogies on that as well. So yeah, very important, obviously. And then just final question for you. When thinking about banks creating new revenue streams, actually with generative AI, what do you think are some ideas and some new ways that banks are exploring today?
GenAI again has got the potential to offer a lot of different untapped revenue streams. Personalization is already coming to the fore, but we're talking about hyper-personalization, being able to understand the customer in the moment. This is not knowing your customer from last month or last week or yesterday. It's knowing about the sentiments today and offering customized credit lines, offering embedded finance, BNPL at the point of checkout, which are tailored to the customer's demands and needs, dynamic pricing, and kind of capabilities that open up revenue growth, but also open up large customer segments that banks can tap into. So I think there's a lot of potential there for untapped revenue streams that GenAI can latch onto very easily.
Brilliant. Well, this has been a great conversation. Thank you, Subu, for coming in and talking to us today.
Thanks for having me here. It's been a pleasure. Yes.